Hey, thanks for joining us today on the Real Estate Fanatics channel. We are bringing you an episode today about scripts, real estate agents and scripts. Why are they so important? Are they not important at all? I don't know, right? However, I do know, and I will tell you here shortly why scripts are important or perhaps not important. Before we begin, go ahead and subscribe to our channel if you're finding value here. Hit the notification bell and like our videos if you care to like them, and post some comments in there. Again, IHG Calendly link down below is exactly for you to reach out to us and schedule a time to talk about anything real estate related. There's no sales, there's no nothing. We just like to talk real estate. It's kind of a passion of ours. And other than that, we are going to give you some value at the end of the call or the end of the video. And once we do that, we will provide you anything you want in our systems and our models and our business. So stay tuned. Real estate scripts. So what is that all about? What is a script? Why does it matter? Why is it important? I'm going to tell you, if you find the right scripts, there's psychology in the language that's used. It's not just because it's a great thing to say, it's a great thing to do. There's psychology in these things. There's embedded commands. There are things that if you say it confidently and you do it the right way, it's a psychological thing. We're not trying to warp people's minds, but it's one of those things like, hey, do you want to go see a puppy? Or do you want to go see a nuclear wasteland, right? If you tell somebody that you want to see a puppy, certain endorphins and stuff like that kick in because they're excited. They're going to go see a puppy, right? That's a weird way to get to the point of scripts. Like, scripts is how you say things, right? Do you want to sit there and be a blundering idiot because you don't know how to respond to something? Do you want to say things that might turn somebody off because you sound naive or rookie-ish? Like, let's not do that. Like, let's actually go into the game like it's a professional baseball game or a professional game. Like, come in skilled, come in practiced, come in versed. Know what's going to get thrown at you. I tell you, like, one of the things is, I'm certain I haven't ever had to go through that experience, but I'm sure if you go to court or something like that and you've been accused of something, your lawyer is going to kind of script you up. The lawyer is going to kind of teach you how to say what things, not what to say, what not to say, things of that nature. So it's true. Like, human language is an important thing in how we communicate, how people receive the information, how we convey the information. How many times have you seen things cause issues within a family or drama with a friendship or a client? A lot of times, if not most of the time, it comes down to communication. If you don't have good communication, you're not saying the right things, you're not kind of giving them the crumbs on the trail to get to that success, you're not going to be good in this business, if I'm just quite blunt about it. So scripts, back to that, like, you've got to know, and the challenge is with scripts is it's so vast. You've got to know how to handle objections for sellers, handle objections for internet leads or whatever for buyers. You got to have scripts for your buyer's presentation. You got to have scripts for your listing presentation, expireds, FSBOs, you name it. And not only is it scripts, you've got to be able to handle the objections. So you've got to be able to practice handling how people are going to throw an objection at you. Remember, an objection is just something that you haven't obviously addressed in the conversation with them. Like, hey, I object to your commissions. Well, apparently you didn't do a good enough job of justifying your commissions up to that point in time. So objection handlers are massive. And I think too many times agents just kind of go, I don't do scripts. It doesn't sound like me. It's not me. I'm just not going to do that. Okay, cool. Well, put me in a room with somebody who doesn't believe in scripts. I'll probably win 9 out of 10 times if they don't already have the relationship. I don't say that arrogantly. I'm just skilled. I'm practiced. I know what to say, when to say it, and how to say it. And I'm not falsely saying information. I'm not just sales pitching people. I'm just comfortable. I'm confident. I know how to handle their objections. And a lot of it's just like, it's not an objection. It's more just a question. And addressing the question and finding a satisfactory answer is what's helpful. And when we're not prepared going into a conversation with somebody, it's not good negotiations, right? It's just like any other negotiations you have on a deal. If you prepare and you do your homework and you can kind of use facts and data to help you out in justifying your position, it typically goes a lot longer than just kind of spitballing it and freeballing it to say whatever you want to say. But we don't want to spend the time to do that, is what I see a lot of times in real estate agents. We want to just do the whole poo-poo thing. That's not me. Well, here's the deal. You need to take scripts and take it from a trusted source and practice it. Practice it verbatim. That's my point. Verbatim. It doesn't mean it has to sound like you. But what happens is as you acquire the knowledge and comfortability of that script, you'll tend to tweak it a little bit to be more like you. But what I find is most agents go into scripts and they're like, doesn't sound like me, I'm gonna make my own up, or I'm gonna, and what happens at the end of it, it's nothing like the script. And then they go out and use their own script and they're like, I can't get any business. I'm like, yeah, because you took out the main guts of it. You took out the important pieces of it, the psychological pieces of it. So therefore it's not working for you. No kidding, right? And we see that a lot in our businesses. It's like we want to do it our own way. I got into entrepreneurship to be self-employed, to do things my way. Cool. Most of the time I ask, how's that working for you? Well, it's not, right? Well, it's not, because you're not following the systems, the process, the protocols, the things. You're trying to get too creative. So this is one of those things that you want to absolutely be dialed in on. There's a lot to be said when you come in confidently and having a conversation with somebody. A lawyer doesn't come in your defense and just be like, today we've got my client here. They're good people. No, they come in with a plan, right? They're coming in and they're aggressive. They're defending your butt, like whatever, right? They are just hammering it out of the park because they know what to say, when to say it, and how to say it. They have a lot of practice in it. I'm not saying we have to be lawyers and we have to be very blunt and direct with people, but what I'm saying is we need to be prepared. We need to be practiced, and the more skills that we bring to the table around that, the more comfortable we are. We don't get thrown off course. And a lot of times that's what happens when you're not practiced, is somebody throws something at you and you're like, yikes, I don't know what to do, right? You get practice with that. You work with other people. You have other conversations with real estate agents. You practice scripts. And psychologically, you're just so much more confident when you walk in a room with people. So I hope that was helpful for you. All I'm saying is, look, the basics, like quit getting creative. Take the information that works, use it. Once you use it, then once you internalize that, you can make small tweaks to that to make it more confident to you and a little more comfortable to you. But quit changing it from the beginning, because that script generally works most of the time. So anyways, I hope that was helpful, and let me know. Put in the comments down below if you find any value in this. Go ahead and like us, subscribe us, click the notification bell. If you want any systems from us, any comments you put down here below, we'll get notified of it. We'll be happy to share with you any of our systems. We run a fairly large team, and so we are dialed in on a lot of things. Happy to share that with you. Thanks.